Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens.
We play to win. Let's go! Here we go. Here we go. Time of the ending. Get to the mic. All day, just like that. Just like that.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Let's go, let's go.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Tight, watch where. Tight.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
52's the mic.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
From the gun, Jackson. And got his man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now Jackson, flushed out right. This one complete to Ingram. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Down. 15 on it. 15 on it. Coming. Orbit. 29 is the mic. Mic 29. You run.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Brissett now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Brissett. And his throw here's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get in the right room. No, check that.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
52's the mark, boys, 52. Hey, watch the screen.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw is Brissett. Aguilar has it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll put Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Through an opening, and there he goes. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On play action, Brissett. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action now, Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Brissett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know what
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. A first down throw for Brissett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd and 12, Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
On 3rd down, Jackson. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
This is taken at the 15. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They go play action with Brissett. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On 2nd down now. It's Ingram, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. On 3rd down, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 76 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. On third down. Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.